Hello, and thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk. The holiday season is upon us. A lot of us are just counting down to Christmas, Hanukkah, and other celebrations that are just around the corner. But we want to make sure that you are aware of some gift-giving scams that might be going around. More specifically, puppy scams are extra this holiday season. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today with the Better Business Bureau of Northern Georgia. I have our consumer expert, Simone Williams, here with us. Simone, this is a big problem, especially when the holidays roll around.
Especially when the holidays are rolling around, because who doesn't want a fur baby underneath the Christmas tree? So yes, we understand that consumers are going to be looking for their next fur baby, and we just want to warn them that they really shouldn't do it online because scammers are out there and they are collecting. We expect that consumers will lose up to $2 million this year in North America.
Yeah, that's a big number. And we talk about scams, and a lot of people will just think, this can't happen to me. I'm too smart, or I'm too careful, or I make sure that I, watch out for these types of things. But you talk about millions of dollars. Just in 2020, $3.1 million in losses over puppy-related scams. That is a lot of victims. So this is a very big problem. I kind of wanted to get your insight on, how widespread is this? I see that number of losses growing year by year.
Absolutely. So pet scams historically make up a quarter of all online shopping frauds reported to BBB. And like you said, in 2020, we were at 3.3 million, and we did go a little bit down in 2022 with 1.3, but that means but consumers would
Recording
lose.
in progress.
Uh-oh.
I do apologize, Simone. Can you repeat that for me?
No, I was saying in 2020, $3.3 million was lost. In 2022, 1.3, going on almost to 2 million. But the average loss per consumer was $850 versus in 2020, which was $722. And that's about an 18% jump.
And we talk about, the amount that comes with the loss, but who exactly are the victims? Are these elderly folks that are getting targeted, maybe people who are online the most? Who's the victim here?
Well, it seems like scammers are targeting everybody. There's not a select group or a select demographic that scammers are targeting. They're going after anybody because we understand that purchasing a pet can be such an emotional charge. And if you're looking online, scammers know that you're looking online. So they're just going to entice you with videos, pictures of puppies to make you say, oh my God, I need to have that puppy. And then you start having this conversation with like, okay, how much is this puppy? And they say, oh, we got it for the low. When you do your research, a breed could be 800 plus, but then they say, oh, we'll just sell it to you for about 200. That should be a red flag. You should always, do your research in regards to how much that breed is actually going for. What is the market rate? And if it's way too low, that old saying that if it's too good to be true, unfortunately it is.
Yeah, that's a good thing to keep in mind. I had my own personal story with that. We were looking to adopt in February, and now we have a cute pup that we rescued. But for our initial search, we did, go to some websites where puppies are being offered for sale, and seeing that side of things. This is something that a lot of people do fall victim to. I wanted to take a moment and talk about what types of pets are most likely to be utilized in a puppy scam.
So our top two pets that we've seen were Yorkies and French Bulldogs, but in our report we've seen up to 40 breeds that actually are being used to entice consumers. So it's countless type of breeds that scammers are using. It's just not the pretty dogs.
And we talk about the use of online scamming in connection to puppy scams. Is there something that people should look out for from certain websites that could alert them that, hey, this might not be what I think it is?
Well, first, you should always do a reverse image search of the picture of the animal for sale. What we noticed that once you do a reverse image search, you will see countless pages of that said puppy. So that should be your first red flag of saying, maybe this puppy really doesn't exist. And then you want to ask to do a video call with the pet and breeder. You don't want to say, hey, I want to see a video of just the dog, because they can easily as they steal pictures online, they can steal video. So you want to say, hey, I want to talk to you, open up your Zoom, your FaceTime, and I just want to see you with the actual dog before I send you any type of money. You want to consider, like you did, you want to consider adopting from your local animal shelter or buying from a nearby reputable breeder. And another thing you want to do is you don't want to use your debit card, or you don't want to use, the peer-to-peer pay apps, Cash App, Zelle, because like I tell everyone, you have to treat it like cash. Once you send that money out, there's basically no guarantee that you can get that money back. So if you do choose to purchase a puppy online, then we always say use your credit card, because at least they have protection in case you don't get your fur baby.
Yeah, that's a very good point to keep in mind. I was reading a little bit more about puppy scams, and something that I ran into was a lot of people get targeted through shipping of puppies. If you have this puppy that you fell in love with online, but you just live too far away to be able to drive down and pick it up, or fly to pick it up, maybe you don't have the resources to do that. What are some ways that somebody can be smart if a puppy is out of reach, as far as not falling a victim to a scam?
If the puppy is out of reach, again, we just want do it local. That's the best answer I could give you, because what scammers are doing is, if you do choose to purchase a puppy that's, let's say, another state away, what they're going to tell you is, okay, we have the money for the puppy, but now you need to purchase a special crate so we can send that puppy. Now they're holding the puppy at security, so now you have to pay additional fees. And so that's what we're seeing with these puppy scams, is that it's always additional fees for something. Oh, while we're shipping the puppy, it needs a special crate. Oh, while you're at it, we need food for the puppy. So we always recommend that just go local. You shouldn't have to really travel to find your next fur baby. Just purchase local. Just go to your local shelter or your local breeder. Anytime you do want to travel, again, you want to make sure that you do a video call first to make sure that the actual animal exists.
Yeah, very good point to keep out. I know the BBB does a fantastic job to monitor these scams, but is there anything that the individual person can do if they think that they stumbled upon one of these puppy scams?
Well, we always encourage people, if you think that you stumbled on a puppy scam or any scam in general, to always go to bbb.org/scam tracker. Please report it, because by you reporting it, it actually brings awareness to that particular scam, to that particular organization. Our scam tracker now has the capabilities of, you can actually enter a phone number, an email, a name, a location, and see if other people fell victim to that scammer. So we just always encourage people to come to the bbb.org website and just look up, do your due diligence. This is a very big commitment that you're doing, and $150 is not small money. So we just want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence, and you're doing and purchasing the puppy the right way.
And if anybody had any questions regarding, maybe they're stuck on the process of how they should be reporting or connecting with the BBB, is there a way that they could reach out, maybe get some assistance through the process?
Absolutely. We actually have a whole hub of, information and resources about purchasing a pet, because even though we're saying puppy scam, this could go for any animals. We've seen reports of birds, cats, reptiles. So it's not just, just only dogs. So we suggest that you go to bbb.org/pet scams, and you can see a whole hub of resources on, how to purchase a puppy online if you choose to do so.
Simone, I want to thank you so much for your time. This insight is always so helpful, and is going to keep a lot more money in our pockets this holiday season. So I always appreciate your coming on here and talking to us about this.
Absolutely, yes, because we want to make sure that if you do decide to get a puppy for Christmas, that the puppy is actually going to be underneath your Christmas tree.
Absolutely. No, if you are going to be gifting a puppy, just make sure you're doing it the right way and that you are able to go through the process without running into scams such as these. Just know they're out there. We are going to have these tips along with our full conversation with Simone on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. Simone, thank you again.
Thank you.